Hello, my name is Judy, and I thought I would start thinking about what our race system for OpenMRS would look like. And so the first thing I thought is to look at the basic functionality. I think it should be either, it should consist of scheduling, admin functions, and ordering. So in the scheduling portion, the patient presents to the clinic, the registration occurs, and this is just modeling the normal workflow for patient flow. Then the doctor decides, I'm going to order a radiology test. So, they're able to pull up some tests like a chest x-ray, and then this can be either performed now or later. So let's say there's a preparation for the test to be done, like oral contrast, which needs some hours, or the patient needs to not have eaten and so needs to come back tomorrow. So we need to accommodate for those tests. And so ideally, so let's stop at scheduling as our stop there. Sorry. So essentially, there's some magic that happens after you order. So once this is what I envision the ordering form to look like. So you'd be able to see the usual OpenMRS dashboard there, and then you can enter a new order there, and then I think you should be able to see all the previous reports the patient has had, and this should be extracted from the reporting table. And so once that's done, this is just a simple sketch of what I think the form should be. So you come in and, there's a drop-down box asking for the test to be ordered. The priority, is it start, now, or routine? And then history, and, let's say the patient presented with chest pain, and then comments, and then you order the test. And so ordering should trigger this HL7 engine, like math, that that sends a message to DCM4Ch that a test has been ordered. And then, so I have a table here that shows who are our potential users. So we have the radiologist, the technician, billing information, and the physician, or the person who's ordering the test. And so I think once a test is ordered, the physician has no role in scheduling the test. That should come to the technologist. And so the technologist here, I provided her with ordered tests, so they'll be able to say, oh, Judy received a new order, and then they can schedule the test based on what test has been ordered and the protocol. And then they'll be able to see a copy of the what was sent as the modality work list once the test was ordered, and then scheduled tests. Maybe the patient say they don't have money, they'll come back next week. And so once to schedule a test, it simply should be able to be, you select the date and time and then schedule. And then you should also be able to see who's a list of people who are scheduled to have tests, maybe today, November, and then just check them in that they're there. And then, so this ultimately, the work list is the last portion, which is generated by when a patient has a valid test ordered, it's been scheduled, and it's ready to be done. So that's when it's sent to a modality work list. So this work list should simulate, like you should be able to see all tests that are ready and their dates, and then the CT, ultrasound, and everything else. And you should be able to cancel out tests or delete them from the work list from the technologist view. I put this here for uploading docs, just because sometimes maybe a patient comes in with outside studies, but I don't know where that will fit in for now. So imagine the patient who went home and came back. So the technologist will be able to pull up from the scheduled patients and then check them in and generate a work list. So this work list would be able to should be able to be so this is what I envision to be the last side of the things, where it's the radiologist view. So they should have a very specific view, because what you're doing is going through several patients, and once you do, you should have a dashboard that shows all the tests that are there. You should be able to see completed tests. I think the completed tests, depending on the number of tests in the facility, should be limited, and this should be like a global property. You can see dictated tests in sent status, just ordered tests. And so here we're just catching all the status. And so you should see a list of patients in where you see these dashes. And then on this, you should be able to have a new report or add an addendum. And so once you come to the report, you're seeing the patient details from the dashboard, and then you have a report window. So just imagine this as like a word, a text window there. So you either be able to load a template. So on this side, you should be having, like available templates that someone can click and transfers the template on this end, and then is able to load the template, and then the radiologist can sign, can dictate the template, and then save it. So on the back end, what you're doing here is once it's saved, you save this as an OBS or an OBS group. And then, so I put in some settings button there, and this comes into the like the radiologist view window. So in these settings, you should be able to create a new template, and essentially this should be like a new form that's linked to underlying concepts, edit templates, or delete or retrieve templates. And so for this, we are assuming that we can even be able to import a repo of templates, just like a form bank. And this could be like from RAD report. And someone will be able to use a dictation system like Dragon Medical. Maybe in future we'll be able to modify Siri or an Android device to be able to act as the dictation system. And that is linked to the report system. So guys, let me know what you think about my overall view. In summary, I thought our views system should be used by radiologists, radiology technician, billing, and physician. And I don't think I spoke about billing. We should be able to create a platform where people can see how much the orderables are ordered. Cost, we should have a unique concept ID that links to the possible orderable test within a facility instead of searching for the whole dictionary. Which reminds me, I think OpenMRS Vagrant thing should come with the latest CL dictionary concept. And then one should be able to have a simple pricing table to it that can do basic accounts like calculations. And so again, in summary, I thought these are for people who are using our system. You do the normal clinical workflow up to where the patient orders a test, and then depending on the test, this is the ordering form. That's this is the view that the primary care doctor is seeing, and then this is the ordering form that's being seen. And based on that, we trigger factors that go to the technology views. And once we have the magic that does all the radiology stuff, the test is done based on the modality work list and all that amazing stuff. Then we have the radiologist who comes and dictates the report and has tools that we provide for those. And then finally, this report is pushed back to the doctor's view, so they're able to see, oh, okay, this is the report of this person. And then that's it as a first pass.